Ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's do it. Going live. We're live, pal.
Hey!
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Knotfest Wrestling's official Double or Nothing post show.
Yeah, Colin, how you doing?
I'm tired as hell, man. I bet you're more tired than me, though.
It is 1 inside of the morning. I'm wrecked. This is beyond my bedtime, but let's talk.
5 hours. 5 hours with the buy-in, huh?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
An ambitious length, I would say. But ambitious, I think, is the word of the evening, I would say.
Yeah. Decisions were made. Stuff happened in this. You know?
Stuff happened.
I guess shall we start from the top?
Let's start from the top with the buy-in.
Okay. Well, the buy-in was our boy Danhausen teaming up with Hookhausen versus Smart Mark and Tony Nese.
It was a lot of fun.
Exactly what it needed to be, right?
Yeah, totally. What an incredible sell from Danhausen, getting
the corner bump.
The corner bump. He flew back 4 feet and then, but did not diagonally fall to the ground. Just hit the corner, went 4 feet, and then fell out of the air. It was a crazy bump.
Welcome, Joe, Tyler, and Adam. Wild show. CM Punk. What a show, man. How's Brody's tailbone? Seems to be good. Who knows? That could have been a work, maybe he meant to do that. But yeah, this opener I felt like was exactly what it needed to do. It was like, hey, look, these guys are good and they're good together.
Yeah, they're fun.
Hook is this hilarious amalgamation of Brock Lesnar and his dad.
Yeah, but inside of the body of a K-pop star.
He's like a Gen Z TikTok icon.
Yeah. He looks like an anime version of he's what Logan Paul thinks he looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He for sure is this video was brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. My legends are so good for him.
Yeah. All right. This next
see what else we got.
This is brought to you by Casper Mattresses. It's
a
mattress.
Man, I want that one. Haven't seen or heard anything yet. Can't wait to watch the show. We're gonna be spoiling the whole thing. So
yeah, this is the whole.
Maybe this ain't.
We're gonna get this. Watch us tomorrow after you watch. Here, if you haven't watched the pay-per-view, watch the pay-per-view and then watch this afterwards. We're not going
through it. Yeah, no, this will be here. So, but yeah, great opener. The real opener. The show starts now, and the opener, man, MJF and Wardlow set this kind of weird, dark, ominous tone the whole night. Yeah,
there was a vibe in this match, and I don't know. I feel like it did feel like I'm a mark. I fall for everything, and I'm okay with it. It's more fun that way. Be a mark. It's otherwise you're a pill. Don't worry. It did feel like it could be the last MJF match or something. It had that vibe. Maybe because he was, making motion to the airplane thing, to everything. It felt like the crowd was angry because they knew about all of that.
Yeah.
It had a strange atmosphere, and it felt like it took a couple of matches to get that vibe out of the room.
It took till the House of Black match really to pick up at all. And obviously I didn't need this. I didn't want this to be a squash, because
I didn't want it either. Yeah.
But we all know that Max and Wardlow were capable of having a heater,
I agree. And also which is also what felt weird. It felt like this is what they were building to in a way.
He's finally going to get to just kill him.
But like we've seen Wardlow lose like a bunch of like I
Yeah.
like Cody beat him with a moonsault. Like he can it didn't need I guess they're rebuilding him is this, but it's also I don't know, Max is really good. I'm like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm always like worker over the company, I would say. So
Sure.
like and also like I'm a Jew from Bayside, Queens,
Yeah,
which is I'm on the border.
Dude, he's your Batman.
He's 100% my Batman. Like I'm pretty much like Bayside, Queens is like the border of Long Island. Like we're just there. We're camping on the other side of the wall.
That's where you get your oranges,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
That's where we get it's where it's where we get oranges and avoid getting in a car accident with drunk Billy Joel.
There you go. Well, that's an accident I'd want to be in. Anyways,
he'll buy you a pool sometimes.
There we go. I would hate to lose Max as an AEW fan because like I feel like he's the paradigm shift. If he goes somewhere else, like I'm gonna watch the show because he's operating at a level that really nobody is.
I will watch as well. Like I'll at least watch his segments. I don't watch anything from the other show unless it's like, like unless we got to go to work and talk about stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I loved the Ezekiel polygraph test, but this is a double or nothing.
Right. But yeah, I think that also the show suffers without him. And I think that's part of the reason that there's this whole kerfuffle, but it's pretty insane that there's even a circumstance where we're even talking about like a wrestler being this talented that they're just straight up they feel like there is leverage to break their own contract because of just out of sheer talent. That's crazy. And he's kind of the only guy.
Who else is there? There's like 5 or 6 guys that if the same thing happened, you'd be concerned because it's like him doing this. You look at it and you go, I'd pay him. I'd do what he wants.
I would pay him. I would just I would renegotiate. I would understand. I heard someone talk about this type of thing being a risk. I forget. I was watching or listening to something and someone brought up just like a business analytic and the fact and because there's just so much money being spent on the AEW side of things so quickly because it's only, again, as they said on the show, year 4, a lot of money is being spent. So but
the TV deals are massive. So it's like they spent money. But I mean, we can't spend too much time on this because
we totally can't.
This was an 8-hour show.
This was my life.
They're getting, exactly. They're getting back what they paid for those first couple of years now because of the TV deals and whatnot.
Right.
And I'm sure they're going to get a fat extension from this weird Warner merger thing.
Right.
But my notes here, I wrote, crowd was insane. Max was an artist. Wardlow's, because he was. That was him. That was all him making Wardlow look good. Wardlow, if another guy was out there doing the same thing to a different guy with the tongue and the muscles, like you're not going to care as much. But Max made Wardlow, and this was.
He made him in the story too. Yeah. Like Wardlow's really he's a beautiful man.
Beautiful
with silly hair. But what are you gonna do?
I love that he's like doing stuff and he's got to move it to like keep
anytime he does anything. Yeah. But he's great. But dude, Max made every hadn't had a dud feud. Mm-hmm. His feud felt going into today. It felt like the most important thing on the show.
Yeah, I agree. So that's why it was weird that it wasn't like a barn burner 5-star classic.
Totally.
But it served its purpose, and Wardlow is
He looks incredible.
Is the next big thing. All right.
Yep.
Next up, Hardy's versus the Bucks. I'll just read my notes here in order. Okay.
Yeah.
Bucks are the GOAT. Next line, Nick in particular.
Yeah.
Next line, Bucks are the best. Next line, Jeff's boot scared the shit out of me. What was going on there?
What? Why? He had plenty of time.
I think they broke.
How do you not notice?
I think the snaps all broke off.
They gotta start like having some like side of stage tape or rope or something, because like people be having gear malfunctions, like the boot. Also, back to our boy Danhausen, his pants kept falling off the whole mat. Anytime he did a move and anything, his little tush was gonna fall out.
They're evil pants. He cursed himself in the mirror by accident.
He sure did. He cursed his elastic in the waistband. But that's why you like.
Don't we all? I curse my elastic in my waistband every time I put pants on, brother. Let me tell you what. I go, fuck you. You son of a bitch.
Trying to get the little hook in.
Yeah.
Avoiding the button, but just get the hook.
And I go, somebody curse these. Damn it.
Dandon.
Yeah, that's why they don't fit.
Yeah, it's Dandon.
Let's do the rest of my notes here.
Yeah.
Stair bump was sickening.
He flops. That we've said it before. The Swanton, it's a flop.
It
looks awful every time. He's just crashing into them.
I do think the Hardys needed the win here.
Totally.
With the Bucks have had it all there. They're the EVPs.
Yeah.
You got Jeff Hardy, like the most beloved guy. As we say on the show all the time.
Yeah.
He could end the war right now. I don't want to say the words because I think we're getting flagged every time I say them.
Yeah.
But send Jeff is what I'll say.
Send
Jeff. Yeah, what did you think of this match overall?
I was shocked at how muted the crowd was for some spots, but I think it's just because of the vibe. Everybody felt a little weird after that first match, but I think this was fun. This was exactly what it needed to be. It wasn't super long, which I was a little concerned about. Mm-hmm. Out the gate, like just having a bunch of long matches, but
it seemed, in the first half, I was like, "We're going through this pretty fast."
Yeah,
and then it was like, "Oh, there's 5 matches left." Is that true? Yeah. Still, no complaints because on the other hand, it's a $50 show. Yeah, I felt like I watched $50 worth of wrestling.
I absolutely agree. We got
75, maybe
10. We got an hour. We got like $10 an hour.
That's more than federal minimum wage.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll take it. Up next was the greatest wrestler in the world, Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay for the TBS Women's Championship. Jade is the future of wrestling, as we all know.
Yep.
It's crazy because she's way greener than Anna Jay, right?
I would say so.
And I feel like she was really carrying this thing. Moments.
She shouldn't be in a position to carry because she's not ready for it.
But she was. I'm so enthralled by her,
Yeah, she was doing great. Anna wasn't doing her Jade was going to the top rope, and there was a moment where she was she got down, and then she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go up again." Mm-hmm. That means get the fuck over here. Yeah, that means you gotta walk into me. There
was some funk, but they knew they had us with the post match stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Motherfucking Stokely Hathaway,
unbelievable,
has signed with AEW. This is a paradigm shift.
Yeah.
Big Stoke, dude.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah. All right. Just when I think I'm out, you pull me back. honestly, this is what makes me think maybe the MJF stuff is a work.
Okay.
Put him with Soak, dude. Put him with the baddies.
I would love it. Dude, put Sonny Kiss with the baddies.
I
Why
imagine
not?
that's inevitable.
It's gotta happen. Like
Yeah.
what? Where she's great.
I agree. And then the former Ember Moon, aka Athena, debuted here as well. We're gonna get some kind of trio feud with the baddies and Chris Statlander, Athena, and Jade Cargill. So
it's gonna rock.
And Athena. Yeah, that'll be cool. I think a group setting will benefit the 6 of them really well. And Athena's a fucking pro of all pros.
It has the best finisher.
I love that thing, man. I could watch her like a highlight reel of that thing all day. Up next, House of Black versus Death Triangle.
Match of
the night. Match of the night.
Agreed. So exciting.
No bias. Some bias.
There is bias.
Yeah, there is, but like
it was undeniably exciting. It was the hottest the crowd was the entire night.
It's just 6 fucking pros going to war, doing like the coolest shit you ever seen. Yeah.
Looking cool.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. The masks are crazy. The entrances were sick.
Yeah. The Nurgle paint was great.
The Behemoth paint was awesome. Everybody did cool shit in this. Yeah, you know, like there's a few moments all the time where things are like, but like nothing in this just took me out of it or distracted me. Even watching my best friend in the world hit the apron hard, he got up and immediately just roared.
Yeah,
and I'm like, there it is.
My girlfriend said immediately afterwards, she was like, "Oh my god, he no-sold the apron. He is now the hardest part of the ring."
See? That's just good stuff here. And somebody said, "Did you see the sign that said make Buddy get tattoos?" Yes. I sure did, and I think he looks so cool without them.
Here's the thing: if you put that much work into your body looking like that, like I would, if I got that ripped, I would be mad that I had tattoos. You know what I'm saying?
You don't put a bumper sticker on a Rolls Royce, brother. And that's what that would be. I didn't even take notes during this because I like this is a personal thing for me, just watching this. So like I had goosebumps literally the whole time. And that, like, I don't know if you can relate to this, if this is just a personal thing, but like before you punch someone, you like that kind of hot feeling you get in your body where you're like, okay, this is happening. Yeah. That's how I felt the whole time. I felt like I was fighting.
I know the feeling that you're talking about.
Like, oh no, this is happening.
My face has like, listen, I don't have arms or anything, but like, dude, I got like a metal eye socket. Like sure. My nose goes like this. I'm a little asshole.
Okay.
I'm like, so I know that feel. Yeah, I do.
You're throwing fisticuffs back in Colorado. Dude in corpse paint named Buddy is weird. You know what? Think about like a tall guy named Shorty. That's sick,
Yeah.
Or like a bald guy named Harry,
I love a dude named Buddy. Like I like when it's Buddy the Elf, like Will Ferrell, and I like it when it's literally a dude who will remove a body part.
Yeah.
On command. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Buddy the body.
I like it. But I was so invested in this. I think it's probably because like it's like those are our guys, but it's also just so exciting.
And like, how good is everybody in Death Triangle?
They're my, they are like, bias aside, it was literally all 6 of my favorite wrestlers in the ring.
It's crazy.
Doing stuff. And even like their entrance was also sick. They had Baby Penta El Pequeño.
Yeah, I love that. You finally had the Julia turn here. It took a while, but now we see why, because it was the finish. and she looks fucking cool. And now she's
Yeah.
part of the team. Welcome to the team, Julia.
Yeah.
How fun when we put the Kings of the Black Throne theme out, like that's my wife's voice in the beginning.
Right.
And for months it was like, do you think that's Julia's voice in the beginning? Like on
Yeah.
And I kept being like, she's credited on the song as doing the narration. You can see it. Yeah, that was that, but it rocked. I agree that every one of them need belts. I think the trios. I feel like the trios title is
They
imminent now.
have
It's
to
got to be the
be.
next thing.
They have to be the first trios.
Yeah, they won tonight and last time. You know.
Yeah, they're and like I feel like the only other option was Blackpool Combat Club, but we'll get into why not them later.
Yes, we will. Up next, Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe for the men's Owen finals. I wasn't feeling this.
I listen, they maybe it was just I think it's always hard to follow like the first hottest match of on a big card. It's an impossible task.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a lot of burnout because it happens on these AEW shows because they're just some matches are just so exciting. Like on Revolution, we saw a virtually silent audience for Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley.
Right.
I don't think it's a knock on these fellas. They did their thing. It felt like, to me, it just felt like the wrong pairing, just an odd pairing for the Owen Hart Invitational. I see why at the end they made this decision, but it felt weird that these were the two guys wrestling for the spot.
Yeah.
And it felt weird that Adam Cole won, in my opinion.
I agree. That Samoa Joe lost already in AEW, you know?
Yeah. Like pretty quick. It was a quick match. It was like
it was very fast. And I like think I know
7-8 minutes.
These guys can go the distance. I know what they're capable of. I seen it. So
yeah. I like no knock on the gents.
They're legends, dude.
Yeah, they don't like again. Adam Cole, we've talked about it many times in this show. Adam Cole, most over wrestler in the game right now. He's more popular than everyone.
I think you know the term snake bit.
I don't even know what you just said. I have
snake bit. Some certain aspects of this was just it was just snake bit, brother.
Yeah, just
what can you do? So this was a little snake bit. Up next, Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker. Legendary entrance for Ruby. Oh my god.
First ever good sounding live band entrance.
There's a couple. Like the Motorhead one it sounds pretty good, you know.
He forgets I mean that's fun.
You give it to him, you know. Yeah. This was like this was like a live set that rocked.
Yeah.
The Code Orange one sounded good too.
Which one?
The Code Orange one sounded really good too.
Oh yes, it did. It sure did.
Those are the top two, and then but this this is Rancid. This is a legendary band playing a legendary song for a match that I was instantly invested in this one.
I was in. But there were a couple of like weird decisions. Like I guess it's not a weird decision to have the couple who are in the finals of the Invitational. Like they did look great getting the belts and the trophy and everything, and they were smiling and not being heels, and that's fun. And on paper, that's a fun decision. But man, the second it felt weird. It just felt weird to have Ruby not win it, in my opinion.
Yeah. And the Stinker family winning together was what was like, okay, I see what you were planning from the beginning here. But that, as soon as Martha started talking, it was just like, okay,
yeah,
none of the wrestling matters. This is
doesn't
so much bigger than that.
It sure is. It's just one of those things where it's like, we're like yeah, in that moment, it did not matter.
Mhm.
But it still feels weird because of what the thing is
Mhm.
to be like, all right, well, the winner of like this, like our fallen friends, like foundation cup, like honorable
Are
cup or
these two
whatever.
fucking assholes?
These two dick faces,
Yeah.
like little bags of shit. Like that's what they are.
It was an interesting call, and you know, over time it'll be like, oh yeah, that's their claim, that's their thing that
Totally.
that can rub in now is that, oh, we both won that, you know, we're stinkers. So
Yeah,
in that aspect, good job. And Martha's speech was amazing.
amazing.
So and that's the thing, it just didn't matter after that happened.
Yeah, the whole like the veil was lifted literally and put on Martha's hat.
Yeah.
And then you know, like Adam Cole and Britt were just being people. They're not. They weren't even playing the characters in that moment, and that was the right move. It was great.
Up next was Men of the Year and Paige Van Zant versus Sammy Guevara, Frankie Kazarian, and Ty Conti. When this started, the first note I have here is would pay to not watch this right now.
I would add another $10 to have that. Just
it's over.
This is a buy-in. This is a buy-in match. Why?
You know, you got a champion in there. You got a champion. You got a well-known sports figure in there. I mean, you have more women on the main card, which is, that's a plus. Even though it's like the last two women that anybody that likes this show want to see.
Right.
But then, you know, by the middle of it, I didn't hate it. So that's always what happens with Sammy. I'm always like, this fucking guy on my goddamn TV again. And then you're like, oh, you're amazing at what you do.
Yeah, he's an incredible wrestler. There's nobody, I don't think there's anybody really on the show who is like a wrestler who I'm like, I hate watching your wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that feeling. But it definitely felt like I felt the fatigue really setting in here because I was like, we have like 7 matches after this. Yeah. We have an entire other pay-per-view.
I was hungry, you know, it was like, oh man, a lot's going on.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate it by the end. I didn't hate anything really tonight. Like,
me either.
It was a $50 show that I felt like I paid $100 for it then.
It was a $50 show that you felt like you paid $100 for?
Wait. The math. Do you think about it? I was like, should I pay $50? Because it felt like $100 worth of stuff.
If it was $100 value.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Put it in Costco terms. Good job.
Right. Yeah.
Up next, this was like the sleeper to me, was Darby Allin versus Kyle O'Reilly.
It was really good.
Gnarly knee right in the beginning.
Right in the beginning.
Good God.
I want to give a shout out to I loved the idea of the skirt for Darby. I want to see them little legs though.
Them little yams.
I want to see them gams. Like if you're wearing a skirt, I don't want to see like you can wear little bike shorts or whatever under them because you're wrestling, but I want to see some knee and some calves at some point.
Yeah, you're just objectifying him. It's fine. My notes here say cool pace, good chemistry. Right, their chemistry was off the charts.
Unbelievable. Yep.
Crowd was pretty dead when they started, and then they got him. So that was super impressive. But for a minute there, I was like, "This is the second best match of the night."
Yeah. I had a great time. It's really fun. They're flying around and like Kyle kept catching him. I'm sold. If you can catch a dude and put him in a thing, like a hold,
agreed.
My favorite.
Yeah, I loved it. Serena Deeb versus Thunder Rosa. up next.
Hell yeah.
Best AEW Women's Championship match.
Yeah, I would agree.
Tell me some thoughts on it.
The chain lock, is it called chain wrestling?
Yeah.
The chain lockup business, when it first, right at the beginning, was unbelievable. It was so smooth. Serena Deeb, I think, is just one of her timing. Her timing is unbelievable with everything. She's always, even if someone else is like a little bit off, she does not have like a hint of hesitation. She can adjust immediately to meet the pace of someone else. There was something as simple as like she whipped Thunder into the corner, and then like she was starting to run, but then Thunder came back out of the corner really fast, and she immediately adjusted into like a power walk. And it was a really small detail, but I was like, anyone else would have run and then stopped and then run again. And it's a small thing that makes her a really incredible like wrestler and like a really good listener. And that's why I think like these two having that kind of understanding of each other made it an incredible match.
I felt it from the lockup.
The lockup, I know.
The lockup was fucking brutal. I was like, oh, they're gonna kill each other. And then
Dude,
the chain shit was crazy. Dude, the crowd was in.
So yeah, they at the point. This is the point where the crowd should have been burning out, and they got him. Got him. It was awesome.
Really impressive. Their chemistry was insane. I wrote on the bottom, halfway in best AEW women's title match. I still feel the same. I loved this.
I loved it. I loved what was the thing where she like picked Deeb up like a swing.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen that before.
Yeah, it was fucking sick. She did a lot of stuff I've never seen her do.
It was awesome. Thunder looked incredible. The outfit was incredible. Her moves, everyone was incredible. This was the best women's match, and it's just,
she's raffling off her gear to benefit the victims' families from the tragedy last week.
She's the queen.
Yeah, she's amazing. That match was so good.
That match was so good, and it's one of the like the build was a little wonky. I'm not gonna whatever. Sometimes the builds are wonky, but honestly, a lot of the times a wonky build leads to a surprisingly incredible match.
And here we were. This was I was like, oh yeah, this is next. This is still to come. And then this blew my damn ass off.
Yeah. Out the window.
Speaking of ass out the window, Anarchy in the Arena was up next.
Dude.
This is like nobody can say shit about this show.
No.
Because this was on it.
This was so much goddamn fun. How you could not show this to anyone and them have a bad time.
If a guy is equally bloody as he is
covered in mustard,
you've got me.
Yeah,
100%. For life. You've captured me. What I'm looking for.
Yeah, blood and mustard.
That like the Mastodon song,
yeah. Yeah.
This was instantly unbelievable. I was crying laughing at the Jericho outfits.
Dude, everyone dressing like Garcia, genius. I love Daniel Garcia. I'm so happy for him.
Me too, man. People doubted him. They didn't get it, and now they're just letting him do it. And he created the image that they're all going for now.
I know.
That was his outfit. Yes, that was him.
He's so funny. He's so brutal. Such a little everything about this match was simultaneously brutal and exciting and hilarious. Every part.
The music not stopping was like funny the whole time, and I was just sitting here like, this is so cool. And then the song ended and just bah, it started again. I was crying laughing again.
I was laughing so hard when it happened. It restarted 3 times.
It was perfect. This was perfect. Like
Yeah.
I was like, man, why aren't they doing the blood and guts thing? And now I see why.
Yeah, this is way better.
And then it ended in this way that is like, can give us Eddie versus Brian on the way to whatever the next thing is.
Yeah.
Which is sick. Tony Khan just dropping F-bombs on the scrum. Wow, we got to watch that, huh?
Wait, what happened?
I get the like post-show media scrum. I guess he's just saying fuck. That's awesome.
Fuck. Oh boy.
Fucking show. We fucking did. I can picture it.
We did a great job.
I can't even take notes because by the end I just couldn't even take notes.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? This was incredible.
Yeah, this was perfect.
14 times.
This must be seen to be believed.
Yeah. Again, if you show this to somebody and they're like, "Oh, it's not for me," they just have decided to not have a good time. They decide
personal bias.
Yeah. That has nothing to do with the quality of the thing.
Agreed, brother. Yeah. Jericho Society went over, which I think is the right call because they're the real team.
I think so too.
They're the real 5 guys that are together.
Yeah, it's one of those things where going into it, it's like, kind of both teams need the win a little bit. Like the BCC needs it, but I guess, but that's the thing is it's technically not the BCC.
It's makeshift. It's 2 of them and 3 other guys. So.
And it's like he got double submitted and he had the turnbuckle in his face and he passed out. Like it's fine.
Brian taking the loss, dude.
Taking the loss.
10 guys in this match and Brian Danielson took the loss.
Good for him.
That's a cool guy, man.
That guy, dude, he fucking rocks.
He's God. He's God.
He is bulletproof. He's the most excited. Like the closing stretch, I was the most exciting thing. Like
losing it.
House of Black versus Jet Triangle match of the night. Yeah. This was the most exciting.
This was spectacle of the night for sure.
Yeah.
Up next, the tag title match. Jurassic Express, Swerve in Their Glory, and Team Taz followed up an impossible to follow up match, and had one of the matches of the night.
Totally.
What'd you think?
I was so in. I was ready for a new tag champs. I think I was ready for like I think it had been a hot minute, and both of these teams, I think especially Team Taz, like they could use the tag title.
This was the night for new tag champs.
It was the night. I agree, and I think that you can make an argument that, like, you know, there's so many other tag teams that are like FTR having all the belts or whatever, like deserve those more or whatever. But the tag belts at this point, because of how prestigious and powerful they feel, could have made the team Taz. Like Team Taz becomes like Starks and Hobbs become a tag team for life,
forever. That's you're made
if they win the belt. So like
my notes are Will Hobbs is a megastar, Ricky Starks is a megastar. Like, and I felt like these 6 guys together were like made to wrestle each other.
Totally. All of them did incredible.
Yeah. But it was time for new champs. Dude, Swerve.
Killing it.
Put the TNT title on him.
At least. You know, I want him to beat CM Punk on Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
I want him to beat him tonight.
Will Hobbs is a future world champ, man.
Absolutely.
He's got it. And Starks does too, obviously. But like
he's gonna be what, like, Keith Lee, like, Keith Lee's up there in age. He's only got a couple more years. Hobbs is gonna be Keith Lee.
He's got so much time, and he's already this good, you know.
And he's already this fucking good. He's
It's crazy.
huge.
Huge guy, strong guy.
Love him.
Agile.
Yeah.
Jurassic Express went over. They did their cool move, you know. It's a great move.
Love that.
So
Love that cool move. I love them still. And Luchasaurus, he's getting better every time.
Where are they going with this Christian thing?
It's enough already. I'm over it.
Just hurt them, dude. I'm sick of you being nice. You're an asshole. Be an asshole.
He should have turned already, or he needs to get a loincloth. Like, you need to be a part of the gimmick. You can't just come out looking like you work at the Buckle. It doesn't work this way.
Yeah, it's true. Put a fucking raptor helmet on or something.
Yeah, you know? Anything. Dress like get one of them. Get a little vest. Look like Sam Neill.
Yeah, there you go. You just need a little vest, buddy. We'll talk.
Vest.
World title match, main event time. What'd you think?
This was one of the most unique feeling matches I've watched, especially like a title match.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was split 50-50 even.
So even.
Truly even.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can make an argument for, like, there were times where it's like more positively CM Punk, but I think that it's just because CM Punk is the more familiar chant.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I think it was a truly even crowd. It is the first time I think I've watched any main event title match where the crowd was at 100%
the whole time.
The whole time.
Which is a miracle.
A miracle after the length of this pay-per-view. After the fact that I have 32 bags under my eyes from how sleepy I am.
It's pretty early for me, but I feel like just sitting in a chair and watching wrestling for this long is like,
yeah. It's it's like 10 for you, you son of a bitch?
Yeah. Whatever. 10:30. This is my bedtime during the week.
Yeah.
Classic CM Punk, like, long match start, which I loved. Like, the real, they took their time getting into it. The psychology was there for both of them. These guys are at their best right now. And that's why my only other note in here is, man, I love Hangman. Not ready for this reign to end.
I'm not. Wait, you said you're ready for it?
I was not ready at all.
Not ready. I'm not ready either. They had a tough decision. Mm-hmm. This was a business. I think ultimately it's a business decision.
It's like CM Punk as your champion is a huge deal.
You can't not do it. Like, you can't. I get it. I think that I feel like Punk had probably, based on like how much he loves wrestling, felt conflicted about taking the belt, but also he just fucking wanted it at the same time.
He was very emotional, great, which made me emotional to see, you know?
Yeah, I love seeing him with the belt. But I think that that's what made the match feel so incredible, is because I was like, you had a guy who I didn't want to lose, and you had a guy that I really wanted to win. And it's it's chaotic. It's a real ebb and flow. I root for the underdog all the time, so I wanted Hangman to be able to win, but I'm not even the slightest bit disappointed that CM Punk is now going to be running around with the belt. It's going to be good for everybody, I think.
Agreed. It'll be great for business, and whoever's stepping up next, could be Hangman again, but I'm going to be there live Wednesday and Friday probably. So it's good week to go after what we just saw.
Yeah, man.
Hangman, he didn't listen to Palpatine, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't do it. He decided he would not join the dark side.
Do you think that he eventually does?
I mean, what's left for him as a babyface? You know,
Nothing.
I want to see him with the Bucks being a shithead.
Yeah.
I want to see him as the Hangman, fucking hanging people. You know,
he's great. I think that man, I feel bad that like I think it is I get why there are certain wrestlers who when they get booed, they're just like, nah, fuck this. I don't want to turn heel just because I want to figure this out. I want to figure out how to get the audience back. There's like a part of me that completely understands why that's so frustrating.
but it's like now there's like, okay, I couldn't do it because I couldn't go bad, so maybe I have to go bad.
Right, totally.
There's a lot of ways you can go from here, and that's good shit.
It's good shit, man.
It was a long show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, peaks and valleys, but overall, like, we're gonna be talking about this one for a while.
Yeah, this was a huge show for them. I'm so excited about the new additions. I'm excited it feels like there's going to be a real insane change up on Wednesday, and I'm excited to see what that is. And I hope you have a wonderful time, friend.
Thanks, man. I can't wait. I'll text you when I'm there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Punk and Okada. It seems very likely now to be happening at that show. We might be there.
I'm surprised.
So.
Yeah, that would be great. I would like. We have a lot of fun ideas for what we can do for content.
So hopefully you're all tuning back in, and we'll be live from Chicago at Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
That's it for today, right?
That's it.
Thank you guys for tuning in. That was our Double or Nothing recap. Long show, impressive show. A lot fucking happened tonight. And there's a billion ways they can go from here. So that's the fun. This is where the fun begins, as a certain young Jedi Knight once said.
Yeah. It was like this was a great show from them. Like, again, the weird vibe at the beginning, like the second half of the show is stronger, but that, like, there's nothing that's skippable, I would say, on it.
Even the thing that I was like, I would pay to not watch, I ended up having a pretty good time.
Yeah, I had a good time. Ty got kicked in the face, and it's always fun to watch like a boo-boo like that. It's
great. Like, oh, I killed my wife. Like that's
my wife.
That's hilarious. So all right. So hopefully that we see some more of that on Wednesday. Thank you guys so much. We're Colin and Jordan with Knotfest Wrestling. We will see you next Monday, not this coming Monday.
Not later today.
Not tonight. So we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Right. Goodbye.
All right. And that's that.
All right, we're wrapped.
Peak concurrence.